Required off the bench to help the comeback success, and a number of the big guns were also needed to make sure of the full 3 points or return to domestic action. 2-2 draw, and she's got a couple of goals against Paris FC in the Champions League qualifiers. Women's Super League back in action for a lunchtime kick-off this Sunday. Manchester City against Aston Villa. Of course, a come-from-behind success over Liverpool, and firing on all cylinders in concert. We did well, but it's at the other ends of the pitch that Villa have to be better. They were great. Head of the action, the players take a knee. There is no room for racism in football or society. Villa get us underway without a win in the Barclays Women's Super League so far this campaign. Their only success, significant step up in class. There is much expected of Aston Villa this campaign. They have the ambition to compete that fixture, but then were trailing by 2-1 before eventually prevailing. A really good 2-0 success. Have won their last 6 in all competitions as Bonnie Shaw looks to get in here. Angelo comes to collect a throw. Missed the previous games when Canada were successful. There is Yamashita outside of a penalty area to clear. The season as well, of course, so he's been midweek weekend for quite a lot of the campaign so far. She's been used off the bench in every single fixture prior to today. Gets a pump on this left-hand side, but the ball played back in fields. Sagawa as well, certainly ahead of this game, talking about the City Stadium, knows that it's a little bit of a step up by and large to Bundesliga and women's football. Greenwood. Ward. Sense of excitement as City get some bodies in. Attributed. Hemp is one of them as she looks to chase down this long ball on the left-hand side. The pressure on Lucy Parker, unable to clear here. Bonnie Shaw is calling for it. Jess Park wants it as well. Here is Park, just unable to get a touch on that. And again, blocked by Nobbs. Haven't scored from a corner so far this campaign in the Barclays Women's Super League. Short corner taken. Hasegawa will play it back. Fowler. Park to tap it one way, go the other. Clever play initially. Thumping inside the opening 10 minutes for Villa. Park denied as it's out. They've done that, but Villa have won it back. Here's an opportunity. Curled forward to the edge of the penalty area. Defensive header is just about good enough as Greenwood will nod it, but not the worst counter. Only making a second start of the campaign in. Roard, and now Hemp. Waits inside the penalty area. Villa just pushing up a little bit here. Every single time that City have to withdraw towards the halfway line, it gives Aston Villa to turn. Fowler right-hand side. Shaw calling for it. Palms out, wants a little bit of help. Found it in the shape of Jill Roard to curl this one in. But Shaw with a header. For Shaw against Liverpool last weekend. This one didn't quite have the angle, the direction to trouble D'Angelo. Inch forwards. Ward will go again and get there first, but runs into trouble. Cleared away by Moritz initially. Tight inside the Villa penalty area so far this season. Did feature in every game last season. Villa have been better than their points haul, that is certainly true. And they come forward with a bit of menace here with Hansen, who does get the ball in. Wonderful touching. The shock is on. Villa spring the surprise. A first touch and a delightful flick to beat Yamashita. Just in front of Alexandri. Smart finish. Bailey got a head up, saw the movement of Hansen breaking forward. She too spotted the run of Gabby Nunes, and that's clever, isn't it? Flew beyond Yamashita. Picked a little bit of pace off the outside of TV just a few minutes ago. She is a quality performer. She comes with a record for club and country. And Gabby Nunes has given Villa a lead. Will City have to wait as long to get back on terms and ultimately in front? He steps in, wins it back. It's a little short though. Robinson unable to take it on. City have it again. But will we see a little bit more urgency? We're a quarter of the game nearly gone. City won't change their style of play, of course. They were getting the bulk of the possession anyway. That's a Greenwood to dig out the cross. Bunny Shaw just bounces off the mid. Awkward. And although they took the lead against St Pol, they were of course down in that fixture as well in midweek in the Champions League. Yamashita goes long. One bounces forward here for Hemp, who will get there first. Fine save, Angelo. Angelo did really well. Narrowed the angle. Arms out. Tried to do. Robinson. Greenwood back defending. Threaded through for Roord. Hemp, first time ball in, takes a deflection. Play under Villa coach Robert De Pauw at inside the penalty area. Maybe waiting for a better angle to get the delivery in. Here it comes. Clear to the edge of the area. Roord. Kasparak. Pulled in towards Shaw. Scored against Palace in the League Cup win. Teed up the second assist of the season for Hansen, incidentally. Team high at the minute. Last season. And if they fall to defeat here, it won't be enough to see them top the standings heading into the international break. City just been a little sluggish. Chloe Kelly on the left there, who has been named in the England. Good strength from Alexandria here, and she finds Shaw, who looks to turn and show a bit of positivity and pace. This is Roord. It's popped up over on that right-hand side. Roord is calling for it, so is Bunny Shaw. Good-looking ball in! Roord supply the finishing touch. Started close, was she, of getting a toe to this. Wicked ball in. Onside, brilliant movement. Oh, so close. Park injects a bit of pace and still going forward. Really good run. Block to Hemp, who looks to curl it goalwards. Oh, it hit Robinson. I was unlucky she didn't get the bounce and then just slipping on the turf here. Only an opportunity for Villa. Decent touch towards Gabby Nunes, who runs into Greenwood. Wants a free kick, ain't going to get one. Needs to get back up on her feet. Build-up play, and sticking to the process. Hemp, who's been lively in attack. Fowler to her left. Threaded through by Hasegawa. Here she is again. Take a touch and some back defending. Villa with plenty back to try and stem this sky blue tide. Clever for Park. She steps away from one challenge well. Short. Hasegawa. This is Roord. For attentions there of Lucy Parker, not the case. Shouting, but it was Parker doing the pulling. Greenwood gets ready, likewise. Towards the keeper, comfortable catch. Title winner in the United States with Western New York Flash and experience with North Carolina C. Chloe Kelly. It's featured in a couple of WSL games, only not as active as I'm sure most people thought that she would be, and so from her point of view, she'll want to play every minute, I would have thought. Here is Roard. 2 minutes of added on time at the end of this fixture. 1 or 2 stoppages for injuries. This is Hemp coming forward, Shaw calling for it. Roard wants it as well. Need to take it early, you could see why. Good movement from Hemp again. Tried to flick it into the corner. Didn't get the power I think that she really wanted. Shows good strength and determination here to motor on the left-hand side. She runs into Alexandri and Kasparai, but she's still battling for possession. Will clear and then thump back towards the City penalty area. Hasegawa takes it down. Former United player, of course. Scott scored against Serbia recently. Shaw looks to break forwards here, but D'Angelo can... Not been Bunny Shaw's opening 45 by any stretch of the imagination. Likewise, Manchester City's. It has been Gabby Nunes around. Nothing that Jill Roard and co can do thus far, but a big 45 minutes for both teams coming up. At the break, it's Manchester City 0. The Paolo must be fairly happy about the way things are going. Gabby Nunes within this fixture. They'd still be favourites to pick up the 3 points here. Such a terrific start to the season. Coming into this off the back of 6. City start this second half trailing Aston Villa by 1-0. Gabby Nunes with the only goal of the game. Hasegawa's touch. More than just the one. We shall see what Gareth Taylor does. And Kelly will be one that potentially could come off that much longer, I suspect, before we see someone, if the score stays as it is. Sure that... June scored an absolute crack. Tokyo Verde. His men's side spurned the opportunity to go to the top of the table. Clever ball through, or it looked as if it might be, towards Jess Park. She's got another chance here, looking to use her strength. We'll play from... Park, short. Sparai to curl. To try. Previously, Gareth Taylor's side had won all 4-0 this season at home. Brighton and Paris all brushed aside without conceding. A carbon copy. To the knockout stage of the League Cup this season. And I have started well to facing that competition, incidentally. It's in, and it's pretty much as you were. The pace of play to alter that. Hasegawa. This is Park. She delivered the ball. Good looking cross. Just to take it away from a clutch of City players. To get on the end of that. Hasegawa. With a reverse ball, City move through the gears again. Hemp once more, the flick is good, but Alexandria unable to keep the move alive, but just a bit of pace. City just looking to build a bit of momentum here. It's something we've not seen all game. Hasegawa sideways and picking up good positions. Short. Daily stretches can't get there. Hasegawa has it. First time to attempt the opportunity to run at the Villa backline here, and does get the cross in. He's just gonna dribble out for a corner. Good defensive work from Anna. Not easy to keep tab. Fowler. Oh, well, it took any smart goalkeeping. but she takes no chances here. Another in-swinger. Inside the 6-yard box, Shaw jumps. Angelo's on the deck. Working very, very hard to keep out City from set pieces here. But just park on the edge of the area as well. Wahhabi punched away, but not completely. And the flick back in is once again against Aston Villa. Brilliant technique. Was not easy. Again, it's a ball in from the flanks, this time in open play. D'Angelo got something on it, but not enough. Brilliant technique here to get enough on it to go over the defenders and keeper, but not got away from Hemp here. But the first touch there, the header just kept the move alive. Three meetings now, including today, against Aston Villa for Lauren Hemp. Well, she is in the England squad. She'll be aiming to win cap 60. Yeah, corresponding fixture last season. Is she going to do it again here? She scored just 4 minutes apart in that come from behind 2-1. Just losing a footing. Hasegawa forward to the middle, someone over on that right-hand side potentially, and Robinson's come to the left, so slight change for Robinson. Will they be heading back with a point? Daly, good touch, off. Hubby to find Hemp. Looks to run at the Villa defence again. It's a really smart run, looks to pull it back. Ward might be able to take it on! City have turned it around. Hemp this time with a brilliant assist. And Ward with the finish and that injection of pace. Some fast feet and determined play, some skillful wing. And City lead by 2-1. Villa eventually undone to grab her first goal of the season. All about Lauren Hemp, was it initially? And that panicked. They've continued to play their game, but when they play like this, they are a different property. A lot to like about the 2 goals, very different goals. Goals that from here on in you would have thought will give. The ball, and is on the way again here, full of confidence. First time ball is blocked. Hemp, Tigerish wins it back, unlucky not to find the team. She's going to have another go. Villa give it away. Hemp to deliver, Shaw with a header. But you were not back against the team now in the end of the game. Daly to flick on. Looking for the run of Salmon. City have it back. And there are going to be gaps to open up here. Shaw, she was onside, still going forward, or was just inches in it, but the wrong side of the Villa rear guard from a Greenwood. Hasegawa, always neat and tidy on the ball. Roared, scorer of what could go to on her backside as Villa come away with possession. Strong play from Grant, but when she loses out, City have it again. Hasegawa once more. Fowler to curl in. Alexandri. Hasegawa for Alex. Good ball here. Esperai breaking forward. Shaw is calling for it. On a sitter. He tries to chase it down. City attempt from Salmon. Sibo Kearns wants it back. Segar is in the way. First time we've seen Villa with 3. First change for City. Over for Gino, we talked about previously, scored that goal against St Polton. In here, back for Yamashita. That puts the pressure on. Alexandri likewise gets rid back to win it back. Villa looked to be in for a split second. But Villa just worrying City. 5 minutes remaining. Villa trying to press. Now he loses out, the ball spins. Opportunity here maybe. Driven in, too low. Hasegawa in the way. A bit further away by Fujino, who does brilliantly here. Hasegawa. Villa's expected goal figure this season is 7.56. They scored 4 going into the weekend, so suggests that any regression would be upwards rather than downwards. I think they're going to win more games without by any stretch, but it will be 5 without success in the league. And I think they've got enough talent to beat. And Villa are on the counter here. Daly still coming forward. Shaw does well to win it back. Daly stayed down. Referee intervenes. Grant once more. Flighted to the edge of the area. Shot on the turn. Towards goal. Good skill to take it down. You can see what she was trying to do. Strong play by Alexandri from Manchester City. Trying to force themselves upon the home side. Another long punt forward. Will it break inside the area? It might do. Hemp again, and still going. Looking for the curler. Needed to start it a little further out. City do it the hard way again. Another come from behind success. Gareth Taylor with a brilliant goal and a wonderful assist was the main factor in the league leaders turning it around. Jill Rords scoring the